Okay. Always very important to use the neck strips.
Yeah.
The great thing about the Pompico gowns is we've many buttons on them, so we can they can fit skinny necks, fat necks, or extra skinny like this neck here. So I always start at the back of the hair and work my way up. Everybody has a different place to start, but me, I always start the right corner at the back. I'm gonna take off all the heavy length and work my way up. It's a bit lighter on the sides. I'm not going to take too much off. Just going to a light haircut for this guy. Working from the bottom of the hair all the way up. It's an older way of cutting hair, but it's a lot more effective, I personally think. You can go very tight as well if you want to go very tight, but when you're cutting as well, we always say people don't be afraid to turn your chair around. So I'm standing in the one spot and I'm actually not moving. That's why you get a belly. So you do less exercise. No, but it makes it easier sometimes with the light as well. So don't be afraid to move the chair around as you need. This guy is, I was going to do a bit of a traditional cut, but we're not going to because he's got two big crowns here. Mm-hmm. And these two little spirals are going to, if we go too short, they're going to stick up with what's called a palm tree. And a palm tree is, you're familiar, you're familiar. So we're going to leave a lot of length there. So the hair can kind of go either way, but I think it's actually working pretty well over this way. So we're going to do a side part to it. I like to I go natural with all my haircuts, so I don't really do any straight lines on around the ears. Cleaning up around here. It's nice to keep the hair cut kind of natural. That's when I like to cut it, I like to keep it natural, so no lines anywhere. I'm going to taper in the back of the neck. We always say it's nice to clean as you go as well. Clean barber has a clean mind. I wouldn't go that far. But no, a messy barber, usually messy haircuts. That's where I like to I see it a lot of the time. And when you clean as you go, you make your day a lot easier, and you've less work to do at the end of the day. But also the customer's a lot more comfortable, and it's hygiene as well. Yeah. You got to keep a clean shop and look after your tools as well, and keep brushing as you're going along. Right, so we're going to really wet the hair down a bit here. getting the shape that I want to style the hair into. I'm not going to take much off whatsoever. See there, when I'm spraying there the water, I put my arm in front of the client like this. So when you're spraying, you're not getting the water on the face, so my arm is protecting. You know, it's only a small little detail, but it makes a huge difference, and the client is not going to get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You're not spraying water in their face. I take loose sections, so I'm not going to take any mad. Like I don't. Traditional barbering wise, I've never no hair clips or anything like that used. There's nothing wrong with using hair clips. It's just not my style of cutting. I take natural sections, and you can see where it's fitting, where it's not fitting in, or where it's not falling into place. And leaving the crown, we're not going to touch much of that at all. And as I'm cutting them, I keep rubbing my hands through the hair because I want to see what way it's falling, what way it's sitting. Now we're gonna blend it in. So we're gonna make this disappear. And it's always best to do this dry. When you blend it dry, you're going to see a lot more where you can cut. Also, I always recommend for barbers to use, if you can, use the bigger scissors, because the longer the blade, the more you're going to get to blend in. Shorter scissors are okay, but they're more suited for hairdressing or for longer hair, I find, whereas with barbering, the longer the blade, so if you have a longer blade, you're going to be blending in a few centimeters, up to an inch more. So it actually speeds up your work. But there's no real to say that you have to use that. It's what I feel comfortable with myself. It's whatever the barber suits and prefers. You can see the palm tree is a bit of a spring in it, so we know we have enough length off the back, so not to take any more. And yeah, I'm doing this completely dry because when you're going to blend the hair in dry, you're going to see it a lot better. So it's easier. On top it's different, but on top, on the back and sides, it's way better to blend in dry. It's when the hair is wet is when you don't really see any of the lines in the hair, how it's sitting. Chipping in like this, point cutting on the sides, you're just kind of smoothing it off as well a little bit, getting rid of any little pesky lines in the hair if there is any. Not too deep and not too much, just a little bit. It might look unorganized, but I am actually taking 3 sections. We're doing the center, we're then doing the right, going from the crown down, or going from the front down to the crown, and then obviously on the left as well then. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do next, take this guy off. what I'm going to do here is I'm going to wash the hair the traditional way, and we're not going to go back, we're going to go forward. So you're going to come forward here. You're going to have to throw your head in here for me. I'm going to go face forward, okay? So we wash forward wash. This is called a forward wash. Okay. In a barber's traditionals, we're going forward.
Traditional.
Yeah. Let's do the wash here. Okay. And don't be afraid to tell the client to go forward in. So can you push your head more in? Yeah, okay. Put my hand like this to stop the water. Wash. The pumpkin shampoo, you only need a small amount because it's pretty concentrated. Now, as well, if somebody has a beard and you're doing a beard trim,
yeah.
When you do the beard trim, so you know, you do the haircut, then you shake the beard trim, then afterwards wash it again to wash out the hair. But if they have a beard, you would then, now this man doesn't really have a beard,
yeah.
But with the beard, with the wash, you can then lift up the face and you can actually wash the beard going forward. So you're shampooing the beard, getting rid of all the hair. And it's great to do it at the end of the haircut, and that's why we're going forward.
Okay.
Now with the wash, you don't need to use twice. One wash is perfect. There's conditioner in it, there's aloe vera, there's avocado oil as well. Now, you're going to push it forward, and then there. Now, when you're rinsing the beard, you would do the same thing. You would get your hand, and you would just put the water on the head, and you would then with your hand rinse the beard. And it's very simple, and it's actually very, very effective. Sometimes if you're concerned, if you're concerned about water spilling, you can put a towel here as well. So there's a towel on the neck. Now what we're going to do now is, we've after wash, we're going to bring him back in the chair. So how are we going to do it without soaking his clothes? So you're going to get the towel. You're going to get the towel, put it around, you're going to get your hand, 2 hands, and you're going to bring them back, and you're going to wrap up the face like so. So it's under and back, so the water doesn't go. And pressure, press, you know, kind of relax a bit. And then a good L, vigorously, you know, a good, no, not painfully, but obviously. But a good wake up.
You tell like not like this.
Yeah, just a fresh wash. And then with the towel, the ears, finger in the ear and dry off any water and glow, like so. Then what you do with the towel is, you can give it to the customer, take the towel there, and tell them to dry your face, and then the customer can, if they want to, dry off the face. It's just a nice little touch after the haircut. You go, now dry your face, and they dry their face. So then you do that. I'm going to take it off you. No problem. We're going to. That's a nice clean jar as well. Only a small amount. And just to save wastage as well. See this, all this product on the edge?
Yeah.
We would always use that because it's not bad product. It's good product, so you can use from the edges, and you'd be amazed how long you're going to get out of it. And always put the lid back. Always return the lid. So we're going to start off with just really small amount, like so. Melt it into the hands. And we're going to start with the fringe, work our way back.
No dry hair.
No, we're going to put it in wet. You can put it in dry as well, but we're going to redo it again. We're going to dry it off, and then we're going to restyle it again. Okay. So we're going to go with hot air first. We're going to just blow dry the hair, get rid of a lot of the obviously a lot of the dampness to it. So we're not going to necessarily, we're going to style it into the shape we want to go to, but we're going to start off with the hot air. The hot air is going to dry the hair, but it's also going to melt the hair cream or the pomade, or just goes for any product. But it's going to melt it into the hair. Now what's going to happen is it's not going to be shiny, it's not going to be dry, it's going to be shiny because we're melting it. But then we're going to go with cold air, and we're going to dry it off, blast it with cold air. It's going to go to a matte finish. So just blow drying it into the shape we want, which is to the left. And because he has a double crown, I'm blowing the air on the crown to smoothen it out. I'm looking in the mirror as I'm doing it. And you can tell the client how to do this themselves. You can explain to them they don't need a hair dryer, but as you're drying their hair, tell them what you're doing. So for example, I'm styling this guy's hair to the left because his hair is actually sitting this way. His hair, he has two crowns, but the main crown he has is on the right. So hence it's a spiral and it's growing bigger and bigger and bigger, but you can see the hair is naturally sitting perfect to the left. If we were to style it to the right, its hair would probably stick up everywhere. So my hair's saying my hair's to the left, yours is to the right.
Yeah.
You can see everybody has a way their hair sits. So find that direction. For many years you'd be surprised there'll be barbers or people or men who wear their hair the wrong way for years, and they've been wearing it to the right since they were a child, but they just didn't know.
Yeah.
They just didn't know. Now I'm gonna then top off it a little bit more, and then this is what we call a top coat. And again,
A top coat.
a top coat. We're just putting a little top coat on the hair, and again, only a very, very small amount. You don't need to do this. But it's just going to give a little bit more extra hold to the hair. Again, dry her off or wipe off the excess from the hands.
When do you use the whole one?
I'm going to do it now in a second. So now that's hot, we're going to go cold. And it's going to set the style into the hair. And it's going to go from a shine to more of a matte finish. Now we've styled it all in. Now I'm going kind of a little bit more edgier with this. I'm wearing a bit more ruffled up, but it's a natural. It's not too much of a. It's not too much of a hard side parting. We haven't done. We've done no lines. There's no line. No line. It's natural. A natural taper. Why? Okay, you can do a line if you want, but the reason why I don't like lines is if you do a straight line. When it grows back, he grows stubble. He'll have stubble and then a line, and it doesn't look very well. When you go in with a taper or a natural taper, he could get an extra 2 weeks out of this haircut because there's no line, and it'll grow out more natural, and it will look better as it's growing out. So it's more subtle finish. The only place where we did do a sharp line would be around the ear, but that's the ear. That's
the ear.
That's the ear. Then the same on the locks. Naturally blended in, and that's it. And this man is ready for the women of Thailand tonight. All done. Thanking you. No problem.